Why did the froggy cross the road? He didn't. He leaped across.
It's time for reaction. Welcome in. Old School Nerd.
Frog Leap Studios, they're going on tour. Next week is their first show in Norway. And whether it be Leo and Rabea, of course, Erik, Truls, and yes, Hannah as well, when they get on the road, it's a live show like no other. However, Leo, Erik, and Truls went to the UK. Why? I don't know. Maybe they just wanted to visit Rabea and Hannah. They thought it'd be a good idea to go and check them out and stuff. But while they were there, they visited the legendary Abbey Road Studios. Now, a lot of people recognize Abbey Road, of course, from the album and the album cover of the Beatles walking across the street, you know, all barefoot, whatever. And that's all good and together. But while you're there, how do you not record a song? And which song do you record? Well, Leo said, let's do Come Together. Why? Because that's what they do. You're talking about 5 very creative people. People think, you know, Leo is so creative. Have you checked out Rabea's channel? Have you checked out Hannah's channel? Have you checked out Troll's channel? Have you? Erik too? All of them. But then they all come together to take Leo's vision and make it a live band experience. They're still on my bucket list. Technically, if I could just go to one of these festivals that they're going to be at or a music cruise, I could probably knock off a bunch of bands that I have on my bucket list, including Frog Leap Studios. Super excited. Love what Leo does. Love what Hannah and Rabea are doing. Erik, Truls, all of them. Amazing musicians and stuff. Come Together by the Beatles in Abbey Road Studios. This is Frog Leap Studios. My name is Old School Nerd. Check us out on OldSkuleNerd.com. It's got all of our social media posts, the Patreon link for those who want to help support the channel, and the merchandise store. Lots of crazy stuff coming up. Got to knock this reaction out of the way because I have an interview I got to do. I'll give you a hint. The person I'm interviewing is not from the same continent that I live on. Oh, and not Antarctica. So if you're thinking it was going to be like a heavy metal penguin band, no. Here we go. Frog Leap Studios, Come Together. I do love the grainy black and white film, like they're going back in time to the 60s. Starring Leo as John Leonin, okay. Hannah Oko Bull Ono. Wow, that's a name.
Here come on flat top, he come grooving up slowly. He got juju eyeball, he won holy roller. He got hair down through his knees. Got to be a joker, he just do what he please.
Have you noticed that everyone that's from Norway is being a fool? And Rabea is just walking like, I live here. I can't act an ass. I can't take a piss here. Okay. And of course, yeah. And of course, Hannah's in the back, not because she has to be in the back. Oh, no, sir. No, ma'am. She's in the back. She's like, okay, those guys up front, I don't know them. I'm just here myself. Also, people don't realize that this one crossing of Abbey Road, the number of people that try to take this shot of the Beatles is one of the most photographed selfie spots in the world. It's also a burden on the traffic area. If you've ever tried to take a picture there, you better tell somebody first because there's a lot of people doing it.
He
moonshine, he got Doge and football, he got monkey finger, he
Trolls Zingo Star. Nice.
shoot Coca-Cola, he said, I know you, you know me. One thing I can tell you is you got to be free. Come together right now over me.
Back production, he got Walrus Gumbo, he got.
Well, already they're better than the Beatles. Ringo Starr couldn't sing like that. Again, I've said this before. It sucks when the best singer in your group is also the drummer. Not Hannah. Hannah, that's not what I meant. Hannah doesn't count. Hannah's better than everybody. But people forget. Truls is an amazing singer. If you want to know how good he is, Carry On Wayward Son on Frog Leap Studio. Yeah.
On the sideboard, he won Spinal Cracker, he got feet down below his knee. Hold you in his arms, yeah, you can feel his disease. Come together right now over me.
George Rabea. Yeah. That's very true. People don't realize that George Harrison was probably one of the better musicians in the Beatles. They were all very good at what they did. I'm not trying to negate that, but George Harrison played a lot of other instruments. To me, George Harrison will always be the GOAT. I know that John Lennon was the lyricist and the storyteller, and Paul McCartney, also singer, songwriter, lyricist, and vocalist. Those three. But people forget that when it comes to musicianship and just the creativity across the board, George was the man. People just don't realize it, how exceptional of a musician he was, and not just guitar. The guy could play almost anything.
He got early warning, he got muddy water, he want mojo filter, he say
Oh, Erik Guinea.
One is free. Got to be good looking, 'cause he's so hard to see. Come together right now over me. Come together. Come together. Come together.
I don't know if there's going to be an outro, but I really hope there is. But before we get to that, I just want to say, I do like the original Beatles come together. I do. It's one of my favorite Beatles songs because a lot of their stuff before, they got a little bit edgy. This is kind of in their edgy period. Some of the stuff before that was a little bit too poppy for me, a little bit too basic. But this is when they really started to branch out and get a little bit with their darkness and stuff. So I do like this song. This is probably one of the best covers I've ever heard of it. And some of that, let's be honest, has to do with not only the musicianship. Hannah and Truls really sound good together when they harmonize. Hey, guys, I love Leo, and Leo kind of did all this to begin with, but if you guys want to start showcasing more Hannah and Truls combination collabs harmonically, vocally, and get them to do some collabs like that, you're looking at something that sounds really, really, really good. So please don't stop doing that kind of stuff. Hannah shines in this because she gets to kind of show. We've seen her do stuff with Leo and Frog Leap before because she does tour with them. Her and Rabea, of course, obviously are very, very close in their stuff. But she does get to do a lot of the vocal power, especially on the female tones because she is a female. But in this one, she gets to kind of resonate, kind of do those softer tones, kind of those shadow notes in the background to kind of elevate what they're doing in that little groove style. It shows another aspect of her, another dimension, which is really awesome. I loved everything about this. Everyone got to shine. You know who didn't get to shine that much? Leo. Have you caught that yet? Normally when Leo does videos, it's always so much about what Leo's doing. And in this one, you see more Truls. You see more Hannah. You see more Rabea. Yeah, Leo's doing his little comedy stuff and, doing that stuff. But he's literally, the group itself is really coming together on this one. Get it? Come together. I think it's a great idea. I think what they did here was perfectly done for this song. They played as a group, not just a band for one person. And that's when they're at their best, I think. So, let's see if there's an outro. Oh my God, it's dead. Oh! Starring John Leonin, Leo Maracchioli, George Roberison, Rabea Masad, Hanoko Boltono, Hannah Bolton, Truls Singo Star, Truls Hogan, Paul McErick Erik Trope. Mixed by Leo and Rabea, filmed by Rory and Duncan, edited by Rory McLean. Yeah. Outro! No. Cool, Waterbear College of Music. Check them out, guys. Waterbear, check it out. Not so much an outro, so much as this stuff. Check out all of their channels, okay? Rabea, Hannah, Erik, Truls, of course, Frog Leap Studios for Leo. It's funny. A lot of bands, if you look at the list of bands who've cut their albums at Abbey Road, it is a list of lists. Of course, you have the greats, the legendaries who have done it from the UK, but also understand that Abbey Road is not necessarily the best studio in the world, but its historical significance in the world of rock and music makes it like a mecca for artists. So a lot of times, an artist will go there because they want to cut an album at Abbey Road or they want to cut a song at Abbey Road. And when they go in there, they kind of get this understanding of, oh my God, this is the room that this artist made this song in, or this album was created here. So it makes you very small. It makes you cut away whatever ego you have and realize, I got to do honor to this room. So I got to put some good stuff out. Sometimes being in a venue like that actually makes you accelerate or just kind of elevate your game. Accelerate the production process, but elevate your game because you realize you're holding a history in your hands. And I think they did a great job. My name is OldSkuleNerd. This was Leo Maracchioli. I know I usually make fun of Leo and the guys and Hannah as much as possible, but this time, I just think they did honor. I think they did a good job. And I think they had their Abbey Road experience. I think they took it really seriously. Well, as serious as they can. It probably hurt. It probably hurt a lot having to be that serious.